AI coding tools, are they slowing down developers? Are AI coding tools really the future of software development? This question is at the heart of a recent study that challenges the widely held belief that artificial intelligence can significantly speed up the software development process. Conducted by researchers at METR, this study reveals some surprising insights about the effectiveness of AI-enhanced coding tools, such as Claude 3.5 and Cursor Pro, particularly when used by seasoned developers. In a randomized controlled trial, the researchers aim to assess the real-world impact of AI on programming tasks. Instead of relying on artificial benchmarks, they engaged experienced open-source developers to tackle genuine issues within established code bases. This approach provided a more accurate reflection of how AI tools perform in practical scenarios. The study involved 16 professional developers, each with an average of 5 years of experience in the projects they were assigned. The tasks were drawn from large, mature open-source repositories, which included complex issues that developers typically encounter in their daily work. These repositories were not just any code bases, they were substantial, with over 1.1 million lines of code, and had been well established in the open-source community. Over the course of the study, the developers were assigned to complete 246 tasks, with each participant randomly given either access to AI assistance or working without it during 2-hour sessions. Those who utilized AI tools had access to Cursor Pro, which integrates support for Claude 3.5 3.7 Sonnet. Meanwhile, the control group was explicitly prohibited from using any AI tools. The researchers gathered both objective data, such as task duration and code quality, and subjective feedback from the developers regarding their perceptions of productivity. Before and after each task, both the developers and external experts made predictions about how AI would influence productivity. The results were both surprising and significant. Developers who used AI tools actually took 19% longer to complete their tasks compared to those who did not use AI. This finding was in stark contrast to the expectations of both the participants and the experts, who had anticipated an average speed-up of around 40%. The authors of the study attributed this unexpected slowdown to several factors. Developers spent considerable time prompting the AI, reviewing its suggestions, and integrating its outputs into their complex code bases. Through extensive analysis, including over 140 hours of screen recordings, the researchers identified 5 key factors that contributed to this slowdown. These challenges likely negated any initial time savings from AI-generated code, highlighting a significant disconnect between how productive developers felt they were and the actual time taken to complete tasks. This phenomenon has been termed a perception gap, a situation where the friction introduced by AI tools is subtle enough to go unnoticed in the moment, yet cumulatively leads to a decrease in real-world productivity. The study emphasizes the importance of evaluating AI tools not just based on user sentiment but through rigorous, empirical measurement. However, the authors caution against making sweeping generalizations from their findings. While the study indicates a measurable slowdown in this specific context, they note that many of the factors contributing to this outcome are unique to their experimental design. The developers were working within large, mature open-source code bases that had strict review standards and complex internal logic. Additionally, the tasks were limited to 2-hour blocks, which restricted the developer's ability to explore solutions fully, and all AI interactions were conducted through a single toolchain. Importantly, the authors remain optimistic about the future of AI in software development. They suggest that advancements in prompting techniques, agent scaffolding, or domain-specific fine-tuning could potentially unlock genuine productivity gains, even in the environments tested in this study. As AI technology continues to evolve at a rapid pace, the authors frame their findings not as a definitive judgment on the utility of AI tools, but rather as a valuable data point in an ever-changing landscape that still demands thorough, real-world evaluation. What do you think? Are AI tools truly beneficial for developers, or do they complicate the coding process? Share your thoughts in the comments below. AI slows down experienced developers, surprising experiment results. Here's a startling reality: tech veterans who expected AI to be their efficiency superpower actually became 20% slower when using it. Picture the classic fable rebooted: seasoned developers raced through tasks, confident AI tools would make them the speed demon hare. Instead, they became the tortoise, plodding along while their non-AI colleagues would have outpaced them. This counterintuitive outcome emerged from a revealing study, https://r14.org/abs/2507.09089, by Joel Becker and Nate Rush of METR, Model Evaluation and Threat Research. Let me unpack what happened. The researchers recruited 16 software developers, averaging 5 years' experience, to complete 246 real-world tasks from their actual projects. Half the tasks used AI assistants, mostly Cursor Pro or Claude 3.5 3.7 Sonnet, while the other half were done manually. Developers predicted AI would slash task time by nearly a quarter. Instead, their completion time ballooned by 19% compared to non-AI work. That's like expecting a jetpack and getting ankle weights instead. But here's where it gets controversial. Why did these experts slow down? Context collision. Developers brought deep project understanding that AI lacked. They spent hours retrofitting AI outputs to fit their specific needs, like trying to assemble IKEA furniture with mismatched instructions. Debugging overload. A study author Nate Rush told Fortune, even impressive AI-generated code required extensive cleanup to become usable. Prompt engineering pitfalls. Some wasted time crafting perfect chatbot requests or waiting for responses. Imagine a chef spending more time writing recipes than cooking. Now, this directly challenges those glittering AI promises we keep hearing. A 15% GDP surge. https://www.pwc.com/gxcn newsroom press releases AI adoption could boost global GDP by an additional %. Tag HTML #text equals %. Adoption could boost global economy is reshaped % p or 25% productivity jumps. https://www.goldmanzachs.com/insights/articles/re-is-showing-very- Positive signs of boosting GDP. And this is the part most people miss. The study authors aren't declaring AI useless. They emphasize caution. It was a small sample using brand new tools at one point in time. Their real goal? Slamming the brakes on blind AI adoption. As Rush wisely notes, some decisions around AI deployment have very high consequences. Let's make high-quality measurements first. This aligns with broader economic insights. University of Chicago's Anders Humlum found just a 3% productivity bump among 25,000 Danish workers using AI. https://fortune.com/2025/18/re-chatbots/study-impact-earnings-hours-work-any-occupation. Nobel laureate Darren Acemoglu estimates only 4.6% of U.S. tasks can be efficiently automated by AI. https://fortune.com/08//06/08/04/08/MIT-economist-markets-overestimated-RE-driven-productivity-gains. He warns, rushing to automate everything wastes time. Real gains need training and strategic adjustments. So here's my provocative question. Are we mistaking AI for an all-purpose efficiency tool when it's actually a specialized instrument? When Philip Burkhardt, a study participant, reflected, https://blog.stdlib.io/reflection-on-the-METR-study-2025, he admitted AI might have hampered him despite his confidence. What's your take? Could forcing AI onto experienced professionals actually undermine their hard-won expertise? Share your agreement or dissent below. Let's dissect this tension between technological hype and workplace reality. PS, want to explore more data-driven insights? Check out the 2025 Fortune 500 rankings, https://fortune.com/ranking/item_source=sign fortune_item_medium=article_tout_campaign=text. For the latest on corporate America's evolution.